what I'm going to do, I'm going to get everyone to come and have a one-to-one with you and tell you what they don't like about you. Are you feeling okay, Si?
Well, a bit heartbroken. Well, I've got mixed emotions today, actually. Obviously heartbroken about the football. We're recording this the day after the semi-final loss to Argentina. I have enjoyed the TalkSport listen on the way up here, but I've got a really fun day today. And I've basically gone out of office on for the next 2 days. So KOSI was in the diary. That's fun. Go to Bullhorn event, RecTech event. You know me, I love those.
Yeah.
Networking, got a couple of clients going, a few prospects I know in the room, which should be fun, talking AI agents. And then got the embedded ops and branded by Aquila birthday party. So I'm going to be absolutely smash about later.
So you have got something to cheer you up.
I've got something to cheer me up, and a pretty easy day tomorrow as well. If I'm honest, I don't really have. I've kept it free in the morning to deal with crap, and then I'm hanging out with the kiddos. So yeah, really sad. We obviously posted on the KOSI page, so if anyone hasn't seen that, go and have a look, because I think it's the best recruitment analogy.
It is good.
For what happened. And there was some rage prompting going on ChatGPT this morning. Cheryl was like, what are you doing? I thought you need to leave. I was like, not until I get this post out. Yeah.
I've just been so clueless, because I'm not into, it's nothing to do with it, it's England. I'm just not into football.
Yeah.
So I haven't watched anything, and I don't watch the news, so I've not even seen update snippets, so I haven't known what's going on unless something's come up on my Instagram, which to be fair it doesn't, because it's not my algorithm. It's mainly my WhatsApp chats, because a lot of my friends' kids, even though they're Welsh, they love their football, so they're fully invested. So I'm just hearing it through WhatsApp and stuff from you and Lukey and stuff. So
me and Luke have had to have
fucking clueless.
Me and Luke have got a sidebar chat about football. He messages me directly going, predictions, things like that.
I'm clueless.
Yeah.
I am absolutely clueless, but I get it. And actually, even though I was hearing they were doing well, I was thinking it'd be really cool if they did win.
I mean, I think everyone would be
or got to the final or something.
Yeah. Liam, who's the videographer for Jade at Branded by Aquila, Jade sent me a voice note this morning, basically trying to work out what to wear, but she started it off by saying, I'm not into football, but Liam yesterday said in the office, double serious, this tonight could be the biggest day of my life so far. He's 22, 23 years old. Loves his football. He loves his football. And she was like, I just wanted them to win for Liam because he thought it was going to be the biggest day of his life. And in all honesty, in my lifetime, I've never seen us in a World Cup final.
Well, it would be a big thing.
It'd be a big thing.
It would be a big thing.
I think the country would have the amount of money,
gone crazy.
The amount of money shops, pubs, supermarkets, newsagents would have made on Sunday had we got through. Because they
must be making a killing off it anyway, because how banging has the weather been?
Yeah.
Couple that with the football.
Yeah.
Everyone loves to drink with it. I mean, I'm in Wales, but honestly, everyone's been fully watching the games, fully invested.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good World Cup as well. I think this has been a good advertisement for international football. There's been a lot of US, they've Americanized it a little bit. Before the game kicks off, right? Every time before the game kicks off and half time, the stadium announcer does a countdown. It's so wank. It's unbelievable. It's 10, 9. It's no, mate. Blow the whistle, let's play.
Yeah.
It's what is this? So I'm actually glad it's going to be over, because life is busy, work is busy, and I have my Whoop recovery. I've only had 3 green recoveries this entire month. It's the 16th.
Yeah.
So I'm
and we all know what state you were in last time we recorded.
Yes, exactly. Although that episode actually was really good. Actually.
Yeah, I watched it back and I was like, to be fair, I was obviously at max capacity. If I hadn't have gone home yesterday, I'd probably been I was getting there.
Yeah.
It's just the fucking travelling for me. This week, Monday, I worked from 7:30 till lunchtime, grabbed my lunch, quickly got a gym session in, came back. I hadn't fucking packed, so I had 3 days worth of packing to do. I was rushing around the house, got in the car, where was I Monday night? Maidenhead. Tuesday, I'm coaching people all day in Maidenhead. Finish, get in the car, drive to Wolverhampton. Hotel, dinner with client, bed. Up next day, on site with said client, full day. And I would have been coming straight to Swindon late in the evening. But luckily we finished early. I was like, I'm cancelling my hotel. I'm going home.
Bang in. And for someone that travels a lot, you were randomly in the same beer garden as
That
one of my
is
clients.
so weird. Do you know what? I felt like somebody was staring at me at one point.
He's quite tall, older, white guy, blondish hair. They're my. Oh God, if he watches this, he might hear me say how old I think he is. I think he's probably like 40s. I think maybe mid to late 40s.
And he was sitting outside.
He's outside. Yeah. So their agency does sports recruitment. So they recruit for all the Premier League clubs and all the Saudi League clubs, all the Football Association, the Cricket Association, Welsh Rugby. They work with all the sports organisations. So he's on the road like all the time because it's all in-person stuff that he does. And I was with him on the Monday. And then he sent me a text message. He said, I think I've just seen your co-host in a hotel in Wolverhampton. I was like, probably. I was like, she's always travelling. Like, it's a fair bet you might see her in a beer garden or hotel garden or wherever it might be. So, yeah, that was funny though.
Do you know what? Normally, I would have been in the room on my own, chilling, but I thought, be sociable. I'm in the same hotel as the client. But it was fucking lovely weather, so we sat outside.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Nice.
But, I know we've both got you've got some juicy stuff today.
I've got some good stuff. I'm looking forward to it.
Shall we get cracking?
Let's go.
Just looked at the timer and thought we need to shut the fuck up and get started.
6 minutes.
Do you want to go first with a post?
Yeah. My post is actually it's a different flavour this week. So, and actually, weirdly enough, I was with this guy yesterday.
Okay.
So the post, but I'd saved it. I saw it and I saved it. Didn't even clock who it was. I just saw the post. I was like, oh, that's good. I'll save that. And then I was with him later, and then I was like, oh my God, it was your post that I've saved. And I told him it's going on KOSI.
Oh, cool.
But
so we don't have to blank his name out. Then,
we don't have to blank his name out at all. So this is Sam Slade, who is the
recognise that name.
CRO. He's quite good at his content. He's the CRO, Chief Revenue Officer at River AI, which used to be called Hinterview. We know Hinterview.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I know who you're about.
Slade.
Yes, yeah.
So Sam Slade, obviously they were our season 1 sponsors.
That's why I know the name.
They were hosting like a launch drink thing yesterday, which I popped my head into before heading home to watch football. And it's about 3 letters in recruitment that come up all the time. And I think they split opinion. Those 3 letters are PSL. Right. So 15 years in and around recruitment, and I'd never actually seen a PSL, heard about them, tendered for them, put together modern slavery statements, carbon reduction plans, the usual stuff for permissions to introduce one human to another human. But never actually had I seen one. Finally, I saw a client's PSL in the wild. It's a Word document. Last edited in 2017. The preferred fee is 13%, payment in 90 days. 3 of the agencies on it no longer exist. 1 is now a paddle club. Can see why the regulars use the window. And I really, really, really liked it because PSLs don't get talked about enough on LinkedIn. You get some folks that talk about handling that as an objection. But actually, if you think about what a PSL actually is, it's just a flipping Word doc that someone put together and said, oh, we'd like to work at these terms. This is what we want to pay people. This is who we're going to use.
Yeah, it's just boundaries.
It's just like, but
do you know what? I've had this thought recently because I've had a lot of dealings more so now with like neutral vendors, managed service providers. Yeah. I just thought the other day, I was like, they're all the fucking same. Essentially, they are all the same thing.
Exactly.
Just maybe managed, essentially, I suppose PSL doesn't have that middle man as such, but all it is a list of approved agencies.
Yeah, and some rules and commercials that generally don't favour the recruitment agency community.
Yeah, so basically, the PSL is probably the most favourable.
Yeah, exactly, of all of them.
Because there isn't that middle, unless they might have an internal talent team or HR dealing with it, but it's the company. Yeah. Obviously, once you go outside of that, it tends to be less favourable.
Yeah.
But I thought the other day, I was like, they're all the fucking same.
They're all the same, and I don't know why I've decided to say exactly like you, but it's
mirroring.
quite a nice stretch. But yeah, I was just thinking about it because how much does it come up on your travels? Because you're a bit more you're obviously doing the fractional sales BD stuff as well as coaching, training, mentoring. But I was thinking to myself, the 2 agencies that I'm working with really closely at the moment, not once has the word PSL come up.
No, it doesn't. It's more with perm.
Yeah.
So I'm working with a lot of agencies at the moment that they do perm, but it's Tempt's their bread and butter.
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean, they'll say like, we work with, oh no, sorry, a lie. I had a conversation last week with an orthopedics company, and I've already spoke to the manufacturing manager. I'm now on with the head of talent acquisition, and he mentioned they've got a PSL, but I haven't had anyone say it for quite a while.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this, I'm hearing it, I'm doing sales myself as well as with the consultants. Yeah, not as much.
Because we obsessed over PSL as an objection handle.
Do you think it was bigger when we were started? Because I feel like it was all I fucking talked about when I was first in recruitment.
I think maybe culturally recruiters were more aggressive and direct before, and maybe that was just a direct, like an easy defense. We have a PSL, don't email us. We have a PSL, don't email us. Whereas now I think good recruiters have proper partnership relationships with people, with agencies, with companies.
Yeah.
And therefore, actually, it's just a relationship. And it's rather than the relationship being formalized by a procurement person, these agencies are willing to work at the cheapest rate and accept 90-day payment terms. So they're who you have to use, Mr. Hiring Manager. Actually, it's a bit more like, who would you like to use? Who should we engage to find us the best people? I think maybe that's the shift that's happened. But PSL's like, when I read that, it made me laugh because I was like, I don't think I've physically ever thought about what a PSL is in its like physical form.
I know, yeah.
You know, even though that's not physical, it's a word.
I can't remember why I thought it. I might have been in the car just like killing time, you know, and you just like think, and I remember thinking like, they really are just all, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Sort of. Obviously, for some, there's more paperwork involved in it.
Yeah.
Like, but it is laughable because really a PSL is just someone saying, yeah, you can join our list of approved. It's not like a, well, some take it more formally than others, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Where like you have to go and pitch and
those slavery statement things that you have to send and stuff.
Yeah.
Like sometimes there's a big like documents you have to send and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's not like you're going to go and put it on your LinkedIn profile. Yeah, I made it onto PSL. Actually, maybe you might. You could sell yourself on that.
Made it onto 8 p.m. Well, actually, I mean, yeah, you could if you wanted to, but yeah, I like that because it's like it makes you think.
Makes you think. Do you know what I have to say? All of Sam's content is like that.
I do like his content.
All of his content is like that. I did call him out on why he doesn't use capital letters, and he was like, oh,
I quite like it.
He said it's edgy.
I like it.
He said it's memorable as well.
I quite like it.
Yeah, I don't mind it. So yeah, Sam said, I can't believe it's taken like 2 seasons for him to get a post to make it on there. But
didn't I do one of his posts?
Did you do one last year?
Do you remember the one where it was about how quiet? Or it might have been Andy.
It was Andy about the offices. Andy about how quiet the offices were when he walked in.
It was Andy.
Yes. Yeah.
To be fair, both of them do banging posts,
They
don't
do
they?
banging posts.
So if you don't follow them, go and follow them.
Yeah.
So I've got one, with my stories as well, one bad, one funny. So I think I'll do the bad one first. Actually, Lukey sent this to me. Well, he sent it to both of us and I bagsied it, basically. But we have spoken about this story before. I can't remember why we spoke about it. It came off the back of another story or another post, but this is an actual post about it. So this guy called Steve Carter's posted it. So it's quite a long one, but I'll try and make it as interesting as possible. But yeah, we've spoken about it before. So it's got like a hook at the start. So they stiffed the taxpayer for 4.5 mil. Then they took the staff to Vegas. That's not bad luck. That's the model. What I will say is this is very AI, but this is a true story because we talked about it before.
Yeah.
You know how phoenixing works. Run up the debts, tip the company over, buy the good bits back, trade on Monday like Friday never happened. The industry has a polite word for these people. Resilient survivors. Let's use the honest one. Every pound not paid to HMRC is a pound out of a hospital, a school, a road. Every supplier stiffed is a smaller business that did nothing wrong. Every contractor chasing a timesheet gets a form letter and a shrug. I think he means formal letter. This was their third administration in just 4 years. 7.6 mil in creditor losses. 4.5 mil owed to HM Revenue and Customs. HMRC reckons this loophole cost the country £836 million in a single year. Not a rounding error, a choice made over and over by people who treat insolvency as a tool, not a failure. Where's the second bit? Here's the part that matters. The era of getting away with it is closing. 25 mil, 50 investigators, directors, personally liable, 15-year bans, good, bring it on. If your growth only works because you're planning never to pay the bill, you don't run a business, you run a countdown. And the picture is, can't remember the character's name, you know in Casino, Robert De Niro?
Oh, yeah.
What's the character
I
called?
can't remember. I know the picture though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
we'll put it on the screen.
We'll put it on the screen. If you're listening, you won't see it, but obviously go back and watch and you can see it. But we've talked about that before. We brought the story up. And I've had this happen, you know, Paul?
Yeah.
He's had 2 clients do it to him.
Yeah.
The last one, and I told the story earlier on in the season, he lost 80 odd grand.
I know. It is this. I think it's
vile.
The most crazy loophole to exist. And people, when you, I'm in rooms sometimes, right, with founders, investors, and so on and so forth. Sometimes they talk about this like there is no consequence or human consequence or collateral in this at all. They just talk about it like, yeah, we'll just do that. Oh yeah, we'll just do that.
It's terrible.
I worked for a company called Aim Higher, where that was my best ever role as a recruiter, where I had that niche market remedy. We just moved 200, 300, 400 contractors around that did the same thing. And that basically was poorly managed and then went down. I think contractors were owed like 600-700 grand. Like there were some people that were owed like 2-3 invoices. Bear in mind, I'd spent 2-3 months beforehand calling them up saying, I've been told that we're going to pay you next month. I'm telling you, they've known us for 4 or 5 years, been paid by us every single month, and we're calling them. We've had beers with them. I know their kids' names, so we're calling them up and saying we're going to get paid because I genuinely believe we were going to be paying them.
Yeah.
And then one day I came into the office. This is how I just met Shez, by the way, at this point, right? So like high flying recruiter, earning loads of dough, love it, like en route to like equity and stuff. We were having those conversations. And then I came into the office, early bird as I am, first up. I actually lived opposite the office, so I was always first in.
Fair.
Walked over the road, gone to put my key in the door to unlock it. The door's locked. And then I went downstairs into the car park to look in to see if anyone was in there. And the owner was in there on the phone. I could see him on the phone and stuff. And I was like, trying to talk to him. And he was like, shaking his head, wouldn't let us in. I tried to boot the door down and everything to try and get in there, and then just walked out. Did the same thing. Got it liquidated, retained some of the relationships in the books, and then just started again. And then I think PAYE bill at that point was like, can't remember, like 300 grand was owed to the PAYE.
There's one that's done it down by me, and it's within the healthcare, health social care sector, because of the agency I'm in. You know, so they've had clients or councils ringing saying, can you help us because so-and-so's not, whatever, I can't remember how they worded it. And we've looked on Companies House and they're, what's the term? They'd be down as...
administration.
Yeah. But then they've opened up something else. And it's like, what I like about the post is the point around it affects the smaller businesses underneath.
Yes. Yeah.
And then they can go under.
Exactly. That's what I mean. There's no fucking thought of the consequence with any of this stuff. And no, they don't care. Everyone, they're just selfishly thinking about what money they can do. The bit that I really like about that post was these same people that I've been in rooms with that talk about this stuff freely will be the same people that say, oh, this country's gone to hell, they're taxing us. They're taxing us. Look, you're about to knock the tax man yourself, you knobhead.
Yeah.
So how, of course...
if you gave some of the money back, we wouldn't have to fucking...
Who suffers? Corporation tax... Like, yes, there's loads of things that feed into why we have to pay more taxes and how we have to carry more people, look on the people.
What
but
was
that's
that
not helping.
800, what was it?
850 million a year.
A year?
A year in this practice. And I tell you, the other people that earn out of it, and they're the people I think that are probably, they go unnoticed, is the practitioners that do it, the insolvency practitioners that come in and they'll be like, yeah, that's it, we'll restructure it like this. Taxman, don't worry about him. He's used to getting knocked. It's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
It's just not ethical, in my opinion.
Morally, it's wrong.
Andy Dunn posted about the fact that they've had letters through the post.
Oh yeah, I saw
saying that their clients have been going under. Now, some of those are genuine, obviously, but then there was a supplier one. I don't think it was the one that he got the letter for that supplier one, but there was a supplier one in the industry where they were doing that phoenixing around it, and we were like, whoa, like, do you want to work with them? Like if a supplier in the industry said they wanted to sponsor KOSI and we knew that they had just like knocked a load of contractors, knocked a load of suppliers, knocked the tax man, knocked the country, right?
No.
Like I wouldn't want it. I'd be like,
then I
see
think,
you later.
what were they going to do to us?
Yeah. I'd just be like, no, I'm not interested. Morally, it's just not right. I just don't think it's great. But big business.
Yeah, so well done, Lukey, for picking up on that one, because I think it's important. Obviously, we have a lot of fun on the show. Talk about funny things, take the piss out of things.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's important to bring up the shady shit.
Yeah. And I think...
And call it out. I
think if anyone doesn't know how phoenixing and the concept behind it works, I think you should 100% go read into it. Because when people are a bit late paying you, especially fellow suppliers to recruitment agencies, right? When people are like, oh, sorry, missed that invoice, we'll put it in next month. Sometimes that is them running down the clock, because what they do on the run up to doing the insolvency is they delay payments to all of their suppliers and chase money from all, so they try to get all the cash in.
Yeah, that's anyway, what happened to Paul.
Be mindful. Yeah,
that's what happened to Paul.
Yeah.
So he knew this guy was getting paid.
Yeah.
A substantial amount and could easily pay him back.
Yeah.
But didn't. And do you know what the killer is? Both their sons play at the same fucking rugby club. Just to see him every week.
Knocks for 80 grand.
Do you know what he did the other day? I was crying laughing when he told me. He was driving down Lantwit High. Well, you won't know what I'm on about. It's like a small. My sister lives in Lantwit. It's like a Welsh town, small town. Everyone knows everyone. He's driving down and he saw him coming out of Greg's. And he wound his window down and I said, "What did he say?" I think he said something like, "Pay me back, you." Something like that. He just scuttled away. You know, he's so funny.
He's so funny, yeah.
So funny.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's you now, isn't it?
A very serious topic. It does, if you've not been impacted by it, great, but it is worth reading up about it. You should learn about it.
This is why I get payment up front.
Yeah, I've started doing that because you do it, if I'm honest. We must shout out one of our sponsors, Shazamme. Shazamme, best known for creating recruitment websites that you can deliver an optimized experience for candidates. But that's not all. They now have 3 or 4 new products that they've launched. So if you haven't spoken to Shazamme in 2026, then you might as well have not spoken to them at all. So if you get a second, go check them out. We've got a referencing tool, and my personal favorite is the automation product for marketing and internal ops. Check it out. Right, this one actually made me gasp a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, I just thought it was wholly inappropriate. I just thought it was just like
on LinkedIn, yeah.
Yeah, on LinkedIn, yeah.
Okay.
It's a lady. I don't know who she is. I just came up on my feed, if I'm honest. Her name's Kat Merchant. We can keep her name in, no problem. Her headline's helping men and women 40 plus get strong and lean. She plays rugby. Her profile picture is her in like a England rugby top, maybe like she was a player maybe in the past.
Okay.
Like that. So she's an athlete, by the looks of it.
So she's a trainer, like a coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of profile. And then her post was, "How is this an appropriate DM on LinkedIn? I get asked this question on Instagram a lot by strangers. The answer is no. No judgment on those who do it. It's just not for me and never will be. But on LinkedIn, mid-conversation about training goals, and the message that she screenshot and put on is, Kat, do you by any chance have OnlyFans?"
Is this a bloke saying this?
I'm assuming. I don't know.
She blanked it out.
We blanked it out. Yeah, blanked it out. She's blanked it out. So I was like, so obviously I saw the picture and I started reading it, and then she's gone in here. I'm a fitness business owner. I help clients over 40 get fit and build muscle. My content helps people with advice and tips. I actually weirdly have quite a few of these people in my algorithm because I quite like reading these things.
Yeah.
None of this suggests that I might have OnlyFans. What do you think? Have LinkedIn DMs just become another weird social media platform? I mean, I don't even think it's appropriate to be just asking people if they're on OF on Instagram, let alone
out
on
of
LinkedIn.
the blue.
Just yeah. Well, this one she said was mid-conversation. They're talking about fitness goals, and then they've just turned around and gone, "Kat, do you have an OnlyFans?"
Yeah, it doesn't shock me though. I'm not shocked.
Oh, really? I was like, no. It really caught me. Like,
I'm not shocked.
Nah. Have you been asked about OnlyFans on?
No, but just it doesn't shock. I can guarantee you that was a man.
Yeah, probably.
And
unfortunately,
it doesn't shock me
because
that's what I hate saying this. Sorry, I know I'm blanket approaching.
Yeah,
but that's what men are like.
Yeah,
not all men, granted, but this is what happens a lot in the DMs, not just Instagram, like LinkedIn, whatever. I think sometimes people take you being nice and doing your job, trying to build a relationship, completely the wrong way.
Yeah.
And then think it's acceptable to start being inappropriate.
But how delulu must you be? Like, are you, like?
But it will work on some people because they wouldn't do it.
A woman replied to me. Whoa.
She wants me.
She wants me.
I know what I'll ask her that will make her want me even more. If you've got OnlyFans. Oh my God, thank God you asked. I was hoping you would ask me that whole conversation.
Waiting to get it out.
Now I am obsessed with you.
Yeah.
Can we set a date, meet and have sex?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, mate.
It's just fucking weird.
If you are doing it right now, if that is your modus operandi, is that how you say it?
I think so, yeah.
Change it up.
Yeah.
But someone made a good point. I saw another post because I was wondering if it was the same one.
Right.
She put something up similar. Again, another shady DM. I felt really sorry for her because a lot of men in the comments were being really horrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really mean.
What was it? Direct, like someone.
They were just basically saying like you shouldn't be outing people and just being mean to her. Like she made a really valid point, and they were just being mean to her. And it was just, I was like, you're just proving her right, basically. But in it, I commented saying like nothing surprises me anymore and sort of had her back with it. And she responded saying, the thing is, the reason they do it, and this is a very valid point, they must get success somewhere. Otherwise they wouldn't do it. So that it might not be that much success, but one person might join in on the banter and the chat, and because it feeds... Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what I was just trying to think then was like...
I'm not saying everyone does. Obviously they don't, but... It's, you know, it's like let's use a recruitment analogy here.
Yeah.
You know, there's some recruiters out there that'll throw loads of shit at the wall and hope a candidate sticks.
Something
And
sticks.
one candidate out of like 20 might.
Yeah.
But it's still not good practice, is it?
And the same could be said for all of the AI automated DMs that land in their inbox, right? They must just do it because there is one born every minute and therefore someone hooks in and needs to buy it and that's why it happens.
Yeah.
That's such a good point, by the way. But then saying that, I also do know, like, I saw a wedding announcement post not long ago. I didn't save it though, I don't think, but I'm sure I'll find it if I searched it. But they met over DMs on LinkedIn.
I've dated somebody from LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But it wasn't inappropriate.
It was it wasn't OnlyFans.
We connected.
Yeah.
It's family on YouTube, obviously a fan. And we just started chatting. And it wasn't like that. It wasn't sleazy.
It was an actual conversation.
And then we ended up meeting up and we dated for 5 months.
Yeah.
But
that's different to this.
That's different. That is inappropriate. And the one I saw, this other woman's, it was really inappropriate. It was like sleazy.
Yeah. So what? Are we saying now that OnlyFans models marketing strategies includes having a profile on LinkedIn?
Possibly.
And then actually they just wait for the blokes to reel
Depends
up
what
in the
their
DMs?
niche is. If their niche is like boss bitch,
yeah,
you know, I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If it's not,
Yeah.
well, it depends what market they're going after.
Yeah.
I mean, it's LinkedIn. It's a work platform. Technically, it's their business. So,
Yeah.
but it's still not a you know, if they're
That's
having a
not a
chat that's unrelated.
Yeah, fitness goals.
Fitness
By the
goals.
way.
By the way. Oh, OnlyFans.
I love the fact that everyone just uses OF now
OF,
as well.
yeah.
That's my favourite thing. Because at first I think I saw it and I was like, OF, and I was like, OnlyFans. But I was like, can you imagine? I mean, I personally wouldn't have blocked the blokes. If it's a bloke, probably a bloke, but I probably wouldn't have blocked
But she would have got stick.
Yeah.
This is the thing. You can't
Can't call out anyone. People who are doing wrong have feelings too. That's what it feels like. It's like, even have got feelings.
Yeah.
It's like, well, don't be a then. Like,
Save
save
Be nice. Oh, God. But that didn't shock me. Honestly, it didn't shock me.
Yeah. Do you know
Which
what? Maybe
says it
that's the
all.
man-woman. That's the difference, isn't it? The male-female difference of when you're on your travels on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I've got a funny one now.
Nice.
So this guy called Alex Thompson, don't think he's anything to do with recruitment, but marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So the post was, my 6-year-old son was watching way too much TV, so I did what any good father would do. Last week, we watched The Ring together, the original Japanese version. He's not slept since, but his screen time is way down. Almost non-existent, which is worth it in my books. As a parent, sometimes doing the right thing can feel a bit mean, but you've got to do what's right. I loved that.
That's so good.
Loved it. This is the sort of stuff that used to come up on my LinkedIn all the time.
Yeah, you used to always pull these on.
And now it's... so when I saw that, I was like, I am having that straight away, because I was like, thank you. Like something... Now, I know you could say that's an Adam's Box post. Yeah. Obviously, like, oh, it didn't happen. But it's satire. Like, it's
funny.
He's not... You know,
he's not trying to sell anything, is he?
No, it got really good engagement as well, obviously.
I'm not surprised. That's brilliant.
255 likes, 54 comments.
I might have to suggest that to Cheryl next time. You know the YouTube video that you can do of the car driving down the road, and then the...
Oh, don't. I've got PTSD from that.
I might do that to the kids.
Oh my God. Well, I remember being, I don't know how old I was, 14 or 15, on my fucking massive computer in my room. Do you know, like, back in the day?
The big monitor.
And a friend sent it to me on MSN Messenger or something. And I watched it, and when it popped out, I fucking fell off my chair. I screamed like I was being attacked in my room. Someone did it. There was another one going around uni of a snake. Yeah. So it would go up the body of the... Oh, I can't. It's made me scared of snakes. It goes up the body of the snake, and when it gets to near the head... Yeah. I can't think about it.
We're going to have to find that video and send it to Tomo and Ethan to drop in, because that
don't
scene,
do it to people.
That scene of the car going down the windy road, I remember that. I remember that picture.
I've literally got PTSD.
Yeah, so, nice. Bring back funny posts, man.
Bring back the posts.
Bring back the funny posts. Like, not everything... Do you know...
I did one last week and it got good engagement. You know, my Pilates one.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like
so I just thought I've got to get some comedy out there.
Do you know what? I some of the posts that I had originally thought about doing, because I saved them all on my LinkedIn now rather than trying to save the URLs, save them on LinkedIn, go review them. A lot of them were going to be me moaning about just like, you know, that stuff we were saying, the self-serving posts, the volume of self-serving posts. This is broken. Oh, I sell this. This is like these absolute statements about things that don't work and etc. But they can't argue it because they're not absolute facts. Like they're not that everything needs to be an absolute fact, right? But because people can have opinions. Like I always say, I think you have to have a VoIP solution, so you're capturing your data, and then it's in your CRM. Then you can use other AI to help you use the data. And I can argue that case all the time because I think there are several reasons why you should do it. But that's still just it's not a fact that is the thing. But I'll always advocate for it and give the reasons for it. But you've got people making absolute statements around fixed fee recruitment twats. Do you remember them?
Yeah. Or do you remember the whole thing about retained?
Yeah.
Or 360's dead.
360's dead. All of this, all of these statements. And then you're like, right, why are you... the question I always ask myself when I read these posts now, and everyone should do this, by the way, you should ask yourself, every time you read a post, it's like, why are they doing it? What are they selling? Because I'll put posts about what I think a tech stack should look like, but I promise you now, I will never tell you I'll never just flog you VoIP solutions. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'll flog you I'll flog you more money, efficiency, revenue, that type of stuff using these things, but I'm not selling VoIP. And I find it so weird when people do that. And it's just so obvious. But again, it must work. You must work sometimes. That's why people do it. Is that why they do it?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What
that woman said to you, by the way, has blown my mind. They obviously do it. You know, when they obviously do it because it works sometimes. Now my mentality is like, everything that I think is shit or poor, I'm now thinking, well, it must work sometimes. That's why people do it.
Well, because it's like art, isn't it? Like it's the viewed through the eyes of the beauty. Like I might view a piece of art and think it's shit. You might think it's great. Yeah. I think there's some stuff where that doesn't come into play, but there's some stuff. Well, it's like, if you know, that is like a dating analogy. Some people meet you like, some people you don't.
Yeah.
Some people's approach, you might think, oh my God, amazing. Others, you might think, what a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it doesn't mean it's not it doesn't mean it's still not inappropriate.
Yeah, fair. I am going to just constantly keep asking myself that question though. Like, do they do this because it works? And if it works, how much is it working? Like that has really like changed my lens on it.
I do hear some stuff. So, for example, you know, there's those people that are like, we'll do your outreach for you, but it's like a team in South Africa or wherever it is. We'll get meetings booked for you, but they have no clue about recruitment, nothing. Yeah. I haven't heard one person that's tried it say it was fucking amazing, Kate.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's some things I hear a lot where I'm like, nah, that doesn't work.
Nah, exactly. Because we can hear it and get the feedback from a lot of people. Cool stories.
Have you done your second post?
That was my second one, yeah. I did Sam Slade and then...
Sorry. I get lost in what we're doing. It's because we've had we're just chatting
away.
Yeah.
Story. So I've got two. I'm going to do my very specific recruitment one first. This is a funny one. Yeah, not a funny one. It's just a story. It is about my experience.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think I've spoken before about how I started in recruitment, right? I did the assessment centre and then I got the job. And
was
it was
that season
old
1?
School, yeah. And it was an old school agency and I got the job anyway and I started. And I worked for a guy called and he was the MD founder of a brand within the group called don't worry, we'll do some bleeping afterwards. He was he was 4'10".
Shorter than me.
He was quite a short bloke. And anyway, I was
4'10".
I was that might be an exaggeration, but yeah, he was short. He was shorter than me, loads shorter than me. And anyway, it was a very boisterous office. He didn't fit the mold of all of the other managers. He was he's a bit neaky. He's just trying to sell consultancy SOW rather than do recruitment. And he thought he was so much better than everyone else and stuff like that. Anyway, I started working for him. It's my first job in recruitment, right? And then one day he's like, oh yeah, should we, do you want to go gym? I was like, well,
what, to you?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I feel like I'm going to start training. I'm going to go to the fitness first up the road from the thing. He's like, yeah, cool. I'll pick you up. I was like, all right. So he used to pick me up in the morning, from my house at 7 o'clock or 7:30, and we'd go to the gym and train together. But he was he was small, yeah, and not that strong. Not that I was the strongest person. And he'd turn up with all the club, he looked serious. He had all the straps and all this sort of stuff. I went
so cringy.
Which is really, really good. And he's just we would be in the gym, right? And the reason why I remember this story was because the girl that used to work on reception, I quite fancied her, and and she lived local and I lived local, and so I have her on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. I saw her. I was like, how do I know this girl again? And I remembered it was Fitness First. Then I remembered
the story,
this character, because it didn't last for very long. Me working under him. So anyway, we're in the gym and he's making all of these ridiculous noises.
Oh no, I hate it.
Oh my God, mate, we're lifting 40 kilos. Come on, what are we doing here? Anyway, so we do all this stuff. It was a really weird moment in my life. I didn't know no different in him. My first manager was just picking me up to go to the gym every morning. He goes, and then so we get into work. Now we're in work and stuff like that. And he's teaching me ropes. He taught me some good things, actually. He taught me about so my first ever role, I learned how to sell SOW. I knew how to sell statement of work recruitment versus just bum on seat, day rate margin. So it was great, good education. In the group structure, they were preparing for sales. So they were acquiring businesses and bringing different businesses into the fold. They brought in 2 competitive agencies that did the same market, but we were meant to be SOW sales. They were doing SAP recruitment. One was a guy that I went on to work for later down the line. He was a big burly character, El Clasico recruitment agency owner. Yeah? El Clasico, big bloke, get on with it, pick up the phone, classic.
Yeah.
And then there was another one who was basically a copy and paste version of this El Clasico recruitment founder, brand leader, MD. But he was just based in Wales, right? So there's this Welsh business that came into the group, but they were in Wales. Same market again. I can't remember the name of the agency.
So it's the Welsh version of the El Clasico.
Of the El Clasico. So just with an accent, basically. Get on the phone in Welsh. And we all crossed over in the same market. We all had the same database. Yeah. Anyway, the geezer I'm working with, right? He's starting, he's hearing it, he knows other recruiters outside of the group structure that work in the same market. They've been in the market for a long time. All of a sudden, one day, the El Clasico recruitment leader comes in. He's frothing. He's someone's been telling other people which contractors are mine and where we've got contractors working. Turned out the geezer I was working with was just, he was just fucking telling people outside. He was trying to nick contractors off of their clients. He was
even though you were part of the same group?
Part of the same group, doing all of this sort of stuff. And he was also telling his other mates outside the industry
What's the point in that?
Mate, it was and he was of all the brands, or leaders, managers, he was the one that was definitely outside of the clique. He just didn't fit the mold, right?
But it's of no benefit to him to do that.
But he was already on the outside, and then he went and started doing this stuff. Mate, the Welsh El Clasico leader called him up once.
Tamping, was he?
Tamping, raging, fuming.
Tamping, fuming, raging.
Tamping, fuming, raging. He was. I was getting it the wrong way around. Tamping, fuming, raging. He was, and I could hear him on the phone. Because he'd scuttle off into the meeting room whenever this guy would call, and they're all shouting, arguing. And then the owner, who I worked for years after, the guy who sold that agency, I ended up working for him afterwards. He always tells me the story. He was like, mate, it was like dealing with kids and squabbling, but it was so obvious that this was so wrong.
Yeah, I don't understand why what benefit is that bringing to anyone?
None whatsoever. It's childish. It's ridiculous. And in my head, I thought I was learning from someone that was the man, right? Because I was like, oh, I like this. This SOW stuff's good. Bigger margins. I was like, I just want to make money. So I was like, the gym stuff was a bit weird. That was a bit strange.
That's by the by.
By the by. But I did learn a few things from him. Made a couple of placements. But then all of this other stuff starts coming out. And bear in mind, this is director to director beef. I'm a lowly consultant who's just joined there.
Yes, you're like, what the fuck?
I drink every night in the same pub with all the other lowly recruiters from the other divisions, right? So in the office, the people that worked under El Clasico leader, we're all in the pub together. And one of the senior consultants there knows the founder quite well. He's telling me in the pub, mate, have you heard what's happened? And I'm like, what do you mean what's happened? I was like, I think we've just picked up a new account. He's like, no. You've nicked the account is what you've done. Because you said you could supply different people for less money, all this. Mate, he was doing all sorts of mad stuff, like nicking contractors off of them, trying to nick clients. Yeah, he wasn't there for it. I can't remember how it all ended with him. I moved brand.
Oh, okay.
I got moved back because I got on with everyone else. And I was just I got on with everyone in the office. But everyone hated my boss.
Did the gym sessions have to stop?
Yeah, man. It was so weird, the gym sessions.
No! I can't. If I'm in the gym and this bloke's making this fucking stupid noises,
it's so annoying.
I give them stinking looks. Because it's shut the fuck up. I totally get it if they're, when the weight's heavy and, because don't get me wrong, sometimes if I don't do heavy weights anymore, but when I did, you can't help it.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the ones where you're looking over and you're like, there's no need for you to be making that noise. You are just trying to do it for attention.
Exactly. It was just, honestly, it was such a weird moment in my life. But when I know what happened. When it all ended, he went off to do whatever, I don't know. But he blocked us all on LinkedIn, right? So the other day I was like, oh, I wonder what he's up to. I went to go try to find him on LinkedIn. Anyway, couldn't find him on LinkedIn.
It's still blocked.
Still blocked. From 2011, by the way. Get over it, hon. But, you can obviously just search people's name because they're always on because you're listed on a website. He's a partner at a firm. That's him there.
Oh, yeah. Looks...
Let me see if I can find another picture because he, honestly...
You want to warn them?
Yeah, that's him there. On the left there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I can tell he's short in that picture. Can you see his shoulders?
Mate, it was such a weird time. But the funny thing is in that office, some of the relationships I've got from that office, I still have to this day. We're groomsmen at the same weddings and stuff, right? But my entry point was under there. But I was such an influence. You could have easily influenced me at that age, right? And if I hadn't been getting on with everyone and I just believed everything he was saying to me,
you could have gone down the wrong path.
I could have been ostracized from that agency and not had all the friendships that I've got. So,
but you would be into the gym. So,
and I would have met the hot receptionist at the gym.
There we go. Right, my first story is from Wendy Gannon.
Okay.
So I was thinking the other day, who will have funny stories for me that are batshit? Wendy
Gannon.
So I had a photo shoot with her the other day and I was like, yes, she's going to have some. So she said, I don't give a shit, you can name me.
Yeah, I love it.
So.
I'm excited because I know it's Wendy.
So. Oh, God. Okay. So Wendy did, I think, a lot of temp recruitment at the time. But anyway, so she had this client that was really hard to recruit for. It was because it was hard to get people to work for them because it was a PAYE. And the job was shit. No, when I say it was sorting vegetables, so it was boring. It's just not, it's not going to attract people. And a night shift. So it's just not tempting. When you add it all up.
Asexy.
If you're a temp to then go PAYE and do it, no. Yeah. So basically, she was like desperate, had this shift to fill, and she talked this guy into doing it and going there and working for her. So he comes into the branch to pick up a pair of steel toe cap boots and his high vis because they provided these things. And she's like trying to keep him sweet to go. So it's like, because she knows I need him to go. So he says, like, I'm going to walk. He's walking there. So he walks to the client site straight after, goes in for his night shift. Everything's hunky-dory. I don't know why I'm laughing because it's not funny.
Oh, no.
So next morning, she finds out the guy has walked home. He's walked home from working and he's died. Right? So on the walk home, he died. So she's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
He got to the shift okay, done the shift.
Did the shift, was walking home and he died.
And he died going home.
Yeah. So she's like, fuck's sake. So obviously she wanted him to, like, she forced him to go, basically. So, do you know what's really bad?
Oh, no.
Her boss then didn't pay him. She's like, he doesn't need the money, he's dead. And went round the guy's house to collect the high-vis and steel toe cap boots off the family.
So knocked him for his money for the shift and then went to go collect the kit off of him.
Can I have my stuff back, please?
Oh, that's...
Can you even cope with that?
Oh, that's horrible, isn't it? That's so dire. That's so bad, man.
So now, but it was making me... What was making me laugh when she told the story, because she used to get loads of mad excuses from Tempt. They always used to say, did you die there? Have you died there? No, so you can go. Because they were like, a guy we work with has actually died.
Yeah.
On putting himself out there for a shift, but going around the house to get the high vis and the steel toe cap boots.
Low.
Let it go, mate.
Let it go. You've already had the money from the shift.
Buy them through that.
No.
You pay the guy. I know. Did
you die though?
Did you die there? But can you imagine that happening to you? You get a guy to go and do a shift for you, or a woman, whatever, and they die on the way home.
Yeah. How do you... Oh.
All sorts of shit like this happens with Tempt,
The temp stuff is the best stuff. It's hands down. Temp and contract.
Yeah.
Temp and contract, just there's so many opportunities for wildness to happen. Yeah, like, so you've convinced someone to go do the shift and then literally they die on their way home. Your boss then doesn't want to pay out.
Because they don't need it.
Because they don't need it.
What do they need that for? They're dead.
And then goes around to collect their equipment, even though they've had a load of money off of him. Oh.
If it was expensive equipment, different.
Yeah.
It's a high vis, mate.
Yeah.
Probably got a shit ton of them in the office anyway.
Yeah.
It's the way, can you imagine the way she told it, right? Because she's mad, isn't she?
Yeah.
And when she told it, it's just...
That's so, yeah. R.I.P. anyway to the Temp. All right, my second story then.
Have you told one already?
Yeah.
I'm
You're away with it today.
Yeah,
I told the story about...
Yes, you did.
Going to the gym.
It's because do you know what it is? Because I'm usually first.
You're usually first, yeah. All right, I don't need my laptop for this one because I'm speaking from personal lived experience.
Ooh.
I'm just going to talk about it and we'll work out if we bleep it out afterwards or what we bleep out afterwards.
Okay. Juicy.
Just be prepared, lads. There might be a bit of beeping to go on here.
Is this going to be another bleeping?
Yeah, it might be. So, as a supplier to the industry, which is what I am, I've hung out with a lot of different networks and communities, right? So the first one I ever got involved with was the Team Network. I would now consider Bella and Andy, like two of my closest mates in the recruitment industry. Like, they don't know it yet, but they're getting an invite to my wedding. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I've got such a good relationship. Yeah. I've got such a good relationship with them. They help me out. They're honest. They're straight up about what they do. They're a recruitment network for agencies and suppliers. Suppliers sell to agencies, both pay. That's what network is, right? So I feel like I'm mansplaining what network is. I'm sorry. But then there's TRN, right?
Yeah.
And TRN, love TRN, hang out with them all the time. I obviously do some community lead stuff for them. I help in their WhatsApp group chats because I do believe in just giving away loads of value, as much value as you can. Help people. It will always come back to you. Mum raised me right. Just do it. Help people that need help. And TRN's quite like that. They're quite good at like helping their membership in the groups. And there are other networks available, right? Other networks that call themselves a network, and that's what they are. But we seem to like have this thing in our industry at the moment where people want to spin up like communities and talk about being like the nice guys in our industry and the safe spaces and stuff. And the one that I want to have a conversation about today is the Recruitment Curry Club.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. So you got the Recruitment Curry Club. On the face of it, it was like, that's a good idea. People like going for a curry. Let's do it.
Well, it started being about men's mental health, wasn't it?
Exactly. So originally it was like, go for a curry. No one sells, no one pitches. You don't really pay. You pay a small ticket price, which goes to charity, which is nice, by the way. Great. And then the rest, although I went on the website this morning, actually only 50% goes to charity now. The rest goes to the Curry Club because you still pay the bill, I think. So anyway, I joined the WhatsApp community.
I did.
Yeah, we all joined it and stuff. It was interesting. Like it was a bit too. There was too much stuff in there for me. I had to mute it, but that's no disrespect to the
I do
chat.
that with a lot of groups.
I do that with loads of mine. Like even the team one I had muted and stuff like that. And then it was so men's mental health, talk, safe space, no selling, nothing like that. And it's for the whole recruitment industry. I thought, that's great. That sounds really cool. I'm in the WhatsApp group chat. I saw them announce the second ever lunch club, and it was at my uncle's restaurant, the restaurant that I had my first birthday party in 1989. Yeah, like literally there's photos of me in that restaurant cutting cake with my old man because my family have restaurants. So I went, got them all a discount as well. My uncle's a bit stingy, so I couldn't get him a lot, but I got him 10% off the bill or whatever. But
still something. 20
people having a meal, that's quite a lot of dough, I thought, personally. Anyway, I haven't been able to go to any curry club since, right? It's hard to justify taking time out when I've got kids.
In the evening.
So it's time out in the evening when I've got kids, social life, travel, work, networking events that generate money for me. Like, it's hard to justify it. So I haven't been to any events. I've participated in the group chat a little bit. The other day, I needed to find a phone number for someone, and I was like, oh, I know, they're in the curry club. I'll go in the curry club and find their phone number on WhatsApp. Open it up, and it says, has removed you. Yeah. And then underneath, or just above it, I can see, has been added. Yeah. So I was like, fucking hell.
That is,
mate.
I mean, if... a double whammy.
Double whammy. Tom, who likes football, that's the same as bringing Anthony Gordon off and bringing fucking concert on. Yeah, that is exactly the best analogy I can give you in footballing terms is what happened there, in my opinion. And so I was like, wow, caught feelings, obviously. And so I actually asked someone else I know who's in it. I just said, oh, by the way, I've just got removed. Can you just let me know if they've like given a reason for it or making out? I just want to make sure the record is straight. I've been removed without knowledge. The whole inclusive play on it, right? And around, safe space, help, so on and so forth. And fast forward anyway. And then I was at the team conference. Mm-hmm. And then like Nitin comes up to me and he's like, or no, Poonam had flagged it to Nitin that I'd been removed and was like, what's happened? And he said to me, oh, I've spoken to and he started saying things like, you don't take part and you don't come to the curry clubs. So I was like, there's millions of people in that group chat that don't go to anything. You didn't. Luke doesn't.
I left voluntarily because I didn't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But there's loads of people in that group. The Curry Club events themselves, there's nowhere near half of the people.
Yeah.
No, that's how it works. Not everyone can go.
So it's just, I mean, he's obviously got a problem with me. I couldn't care less about people like that's opinion of me, if I'm completely honest, because I'm comfortable with myself. Like, I don't really care. As long as my friends think I'm not being off key and I'm doing the right thing and my family and all that, I'm not really that bothered about some bloke in recruitment like that I don't really owe anything to, or he doesn't owe anything to me. But the gall of it, like the sheer like bullshit about this is a community, we're going to create this. Like they keep saying it's a curry club, it's a network for this. They don't call it a network, they don't call it a community, I don't think. But really, they are basically going to eventually turn around and go, yeah, we're going to be a community now. So do you want members pay? It's just going to turn into that. We know it's the right. We know that's going to happen. Like that is going to happen. So don't kid us about that. And then also don't kid yourself about being inclusive and stuff. And then you just remove me with some bullshit reasons about not being a part of it. So that really got my goat. It happened a little while ago, if I'm honest with you, but I haven't. Again, I mean, at the moment, I'm just happy to talk about things, but I just thought that's ridiculous. I was like, what?
Probably happens a lot, doesn't it, in these sort of, not all, but some like that. But yeah, it just didn't resonate with me as a group. And even though it was like no sales chat, I thought, but there is.
Yeah.
That is what this is for.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, and also I couldn't keep up with the chat was just like, I don't know. I just felt like this isn't me, so I'm just going to leave. And it was hard for me to go to any of them anyway.
And also, by the way, it's completely okay to not like enjoy every group chat that you get thrown into, or you decide to.
I just don't. You know what I'm like? I'm completely opposite to you. Yeah. I don't actually like all the I don't do a lot of networking. No. Like I've got my people in recruitment. I go out and do my BD. I don't want to go to loads of networking events. Yeah. It's not what I want to do in my spare time. So it just doesn't appeal to me. You know what I'm like? I like to eat healthy Monday to Friday, all week. Yeah. Curry doesn't fit in with that.
No, it doesn't at all.
As much as I love it.
Anyway, at my big age of 37 years old, being removed from group chats. Never saw that.
I think the worst bit was that Brad was added before you.
You thought Anthony Gordon off for Consul was bad. Got added to a community. The irony is, people that are involved in that curry club don't fucking like and have been so vocal about it, but then you add him in there and you let him post videos singing at your curry club. Fucking why don't you just be
singing?
Real? Yeah, I think he sang out. A curry club. Be real and authentic. You know, people talk about being authentic. Like, they talk about safe space. And safe space would imply people can be themselves. But you're not even being yourself.
But you've added a misogynistic singer into your group. Yeah. Oh, I can't, let's not get into it.
Anyway, so that was, it's not really a story as such. It's kind of a hybrid of recruitment.
You just wanted to vent.
I just get out there. I just think you're a person. Good luck to you with everything, but you've marked your cards, if I'm honest, when it comes to me. You've marked
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Yeah. Big shout out to another one of our sponsors, Pay Guardians, who I know, we both know personally. If you are an agency that has a lot of contractors, you do a lot of temp work, you need to go and speak to them. So I go into agencies all the time that have big parts of their business that supply contractors, temps. And ultimately, the payroll function that you have is so important to your business. And a lot of them, in all honesty, and Pay Guardians will tell you this, do the same thing, but it's the service that stands them apart. And I can say, because I've got clients that have switched to them because they were having a shit service from their other suppliers, they haven't looked back, and they are SafeRec accredited, which is very, 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 very important. So yeah, if you're getting stressed from your payroll provider and it's not working for you and the service is shit, go and speak to them, because we can both highly recommend them. Right, well, I've got another, this is a bad one now. Okay. So we're staying on bad treatment.
Bad treatment, okay.
So again, happy to be named. So I have a very close friend, Kat, who she's been in recruitment forever, and she's fucking good. You know, like someone's made for this job.
Right, okay.
She's been there, done that, got the t-shirt. She's fucking brilliant. She's now got her own recruitment business, but she does a bit of fractional recruitment. She's just flying. She's amazing. She's an amazing person, amazing story. But anyway, so this is from 2006. So situation was she worked at Office Angels.
Right.
And then she left to follow an old manager to a new place. You know, sometimes you do that, don't you?
Yeah.
Stayed there for a bit. It just didn't work out. So she went back, tail between her legs sort of scenario, to Office Angels, and they gave her a job. So she went back there. But when she went back, by that point, she had 2 young kids, and the office was what she calls a sea of young little rock stars.
Right.
So out on the piss every day, newer to recruitment.
Yeah.
You know, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was sort of a different stage in life. And she just felt like she had a lot to prove, because she'd been brought back after leaving and she'd made a bit of a mistake leaving. So you know, you feel like, I've got to like prove myself now. So as a result, she was just knuckling down, smashing it. You know, when you're like, I'm fucking here to work, I'm here to make money, no distractions, heads in the game sort of thing. And I think because she went back with her tail between her legs, they gave her a desk probably no one wanted to do. She was running the perm desk. She'd never really done perm. She was temp. But she was doing really well. She was like smashing it. So anyway, they all went out on a work social. So even though she didn't have really anything in common with them, she thought, yeah, we've had a good night. We've had fun together. On the Monday, the manager pulls her into a meeting. So she's like, you know,
God.
what's happening?
The fear.
Yeah, well, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, even if you know you're doing good at your job, I've always been like this. I'm like,
yeah, what's happening?
yeah. So manager proceeds then to tell her, no one likes you in the office. And I want them to see the side of you that I know and love. And you just need to give everyone a chance. So she needs to give them a chance. Not
They're the ones that don't like her.
Yeah, yeah.
Weird.
So the managers organised, said, right, on this Friday, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get everyone to come and have a one-to-one with you and tell you what they don't like about you.
Fuck off. No.
Okay, so...
That's cruel.
It's bullying.
That's ridiculous.
So Friday comes around. Can you imagine how you feel?
No, it actually happened.
Yeah. Can you imagine how you feel from Monday to Friday, that gap? Waiting for that to happen. Waiting for every one of those fuckers to come in and tell you why they don't like you, right? So...
And he's frame it differently. Why would you frame it like that? Why would the manager frame it like that?
That was the word. She's told me this story before and I've just forgotten to tell it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So these one-to-ones happened. So she had everything from, you don't make coffee for everyone. That's why I don't like you, because you don't make coffee for everyone. So she's thinking, sorry, hen, I'm too busy over here working my arse off and making money. I don't even make coffee for myself. It's not like she was going up and do you know what I mean? One said they felt threatened by her, which she didn't understand because she never spoke to her. One of the funniest ones was this girl came in and said, well, I heard you're a bit of a legend, but I'm really not seeing it. I don't think you're not all that and a bag of chips. And quite honestly, I think I'm going to thrash you. So how she didn't boot her in the face in that moment, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would have fucking...
Lost it.
Yeah. And I think she nearly did, but she sort of kept it together. So basically it just kept getting more and more brutal. Can you imagine? Like even one person saying that to you, she's got multiple people coming in.
Just an agenda. She's got an agenda of this.
Yeah.
She's got diary invites for this. This is weird.
So it's like saying that she didn't get involved with anyone. She acted like the big I am. When in fact, all she was doing was going in, working and getting her head down. And she couldn't get involved in the chit chat because she can't relate to any of it. It wasn't even like she could add it. You know, no one was trying to involve her anyway.
Yeah.
And she was in survival mode. She had 2 young kids. She was the breadwinner of the family, husband as well.
Yeah.
Different scenario. So the manager then at the end of the day was like, how do you feel? She said, you burst into tears. Understandably.
Yeah, I feel sad for her.
I would have fucking kicked off and gone out the... I would have said, stick your job, you I'm leaving. I literally, you know, I wouldn't have taken it. But how she stayed, I don't know. So basically, no one knew what was going on with her in the background. So her dad was really ill at the time. So she was caring for him. She was trying to sort care homes. And do you know what happened? She left there on the Friday. On the Sunday, her fucking dad died.
Oh,
so her husband had to ring on the Monday and say, by the way, after that ordeal you gave her on Friday and she had to go home and care for her sick dad, he then died on Sunday.
Yeah.
When she goes back into work after like a bit of time off, they are all licking her ass, rallying around her, pretending to be her best mate, caring for her, and they had a team meeting. And she said, you can shovel your condolences right up your ass. And if you want to take me on, you can, because I don't give a fuck. Fair. Now, what amazes me, she stayed there for 2 years.
After that?
Well, she was smashing it. So
Love
she just
it.
stayed there, got on with her job.
Paid.
She's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then she left to set her own business up then.
Love that.
But obviously you can get away with that back then. That's around when I'm trying to think when I started in recruitment. It wouldn't be 2006, but you could get away with it back then. Bullying, harassment. Yeah. Now.
What do you mean? By the way, clear your Friday. I'm going to stick some one-to-ones in so everyone can tell you what they don't like about you. Are you having a laugh?
What manager on this planet handles that situation?
Even if you want, I can get why you might want to be like, you know what, we want you to work out, there's some friction, but you're going to book some one-to-one times in. Why don't you just try and get to know each other? Not frame it as, just go and tell her all the things you don't fucking like.
You need to give them a chance.
Give them a chance. Oh, I thought I heard you as a legend, but you know all that and a bag of chips.
And I'm going to thrash you.
What a...
I would be like, bring it on, bitch.
Yeah.
Let's fight now, in this room.
Threatened by you. You fucking will be in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, she has got some stories, right?
Yeah.
I have told one of hers before, you know, when on her first meeting and the door, she put the door handle.
Yeah.
She is a resilient woman.
Yeah, nice.
Like, really resilient.
I mean, that's amazing to go through that.
Yeah. But what the fuck?
Shove your condolences.
What the fuck?
No, mental. God, can you imagine that this day and age if that happened? Oh. Right.
Wow.
That was a fun. That was a good episode.
Look at the time.
Hour and 2. Perfect. What is the actual time?
10:57.
Nice.
We've
Good
got to
job.
finish.
We've got a few minutes, yeah. What are you up to this week? Next week? Or between now and next episode, what have you got going on? What are you excited about? What are you upset about?
I've got work. I'm travelling a lot.
Yeah.
But I have got 2 weeks off, end of August, beginning of September.
Yes, you do, yeah.
I'm doing a DJ course in London.
Nice.
Going to Camden to do a DJ course.
Nice.
So I'm cramming. I have got a lot to cram in because I've got all my retained to squeeze into like 2 weeks in August. So I'm basically living out of a suitcase, and we've got a KOSI recording actually.
Yeah.
So I'm just building up to that basically.
Nice.
A lot has changed in my life, but I don't know if I've got time to talk about it.
I'm not in a rush.
No, but I'm just thinking. How Tomo, how are we doing for time? Do we need to finish?
You are pretty much on, the time is, you've got like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's not enough time.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it another time.
Next episode.
Yeah, next episode.
Sounds good.
And then you've got a big day tomorrow, haven't you? Is it tomorrow?
Yeah. Do you know what? I've got a very. I went into the kids had their settling in day for big school, right? So I've got twins. For those that don't know, they're 4.5. Start school in September. They're going to a posh school. I'm sending them to a posh school.
Why not?
Kid from a council estate in London.
Yeah, why
I want to send my
not?
kids. So they're going to posh school. So we went to this settling in day, walked in there, and there's a real mixed bag of parents in there and stuff like that. Anyway, I just started picking holes at everything. So I got there and I was like, don't know what they're wearing. Don't know what that teacher's wearing. Oh, look at that. That building looks a bit mad. So I was just picking holes at it for no reason. Bear in mind, I love this school, right? I fell in love with it the first time we saw it. The kids go swimming there every single Saturday. I really like this school. The headmaster's ledge. I love it. I started picking holes in it. And I got home and I was like, I just caught myself moaning about something. And I was like, did you just say that out loud? And then I was like, realised that actually I was just an emotional wreck about the fact that my kids are going to go from this tiny little, like they go to this little Montessori, really cute nursery. There's like, some days there's only 5 kids in there and they've got 2 teachers, 3 teachers. And like, I was stood in the school, like field, and they're because it goes from like reception, nursery, all the way up to year 8. In Berkshire, it goes up to year 8, and then you go senior. And all these kids were around, and I was just like, it was my coping mechanism to just like lash out at it.
Was it a bit overstimulating?
It wasn't overstimulating for me, but I was just worried about how overstimulating it's going to be for them. And like, they're going to be separated now as well.
Oh, wow.
So they're going into different classes.
Why?
It's just better. They have to like find their own feet and stuff. Otherwise they're always together. So they're going to get separated in different classes.
Oh, that makes me sad. I don't know
So I just
why.
got really like, it hit me. And then I was just sat there in my room going, oh my God, how have I got like 5-year-olds? I remember sitting on my sofa, both of them just on my chest, sleeping whilst I'm watching telly.
I know,
with
it
Wendy.
goes very, very,
It's just
very,
gone
very
so fast. And so, it's their last day of nursery tomorrow. They love that nursery. That nursery's been amazing for them. Like, you think that their education that they've had so far, like the little humans that they are, and they're legends, part of that is because of the people they've hung out with at that nursery every single day. So yeah, I'm really emotional. So I booked the half day tomorrow in the afternoon to go to like a picnic thing. But yeah, I've been feeling like that. I guess all parents must go through this, but yeah, I don't know why I started picking holes. I was like, that drain pipe is lagging, isn't it? What's going on? We're spending a lot of money here. Why are they going to fix it? Honestly, I started picking holes in the dumbest shit you can imagine.
I think they just grow. I think with my sisters, with the twins in particular, because they were the same age as your 5.
Yeah.
But they're in school.
Yeah,
they're
1 year above.
1 year above.
Yeah.
Just blows my mind because it goes so quick. And even videos, I look back on I watch videos of the kids all the time, like loving the memories. Yeah. From 2 years ago, I'm like, oh my God, they were so little. And now they're like little mini adults in school. But it's exciting though.
It is exciting. You'll see a post tomorrow of their first day of nursery and their last day of nursery. The first day of nursery post is just like, they're tiny. And they're like giving each other a kiss on the step on the front door. Cheryl's not posted it yet, but I'll show it to you tomorrow. So yeah, big feelings. But next month we'll be back in again.
Yes, can't believe it's going to be August.
I know, the year is basically done.
That's it, Christmas.
So dramatic.
Christmas special coming soon.
Yeah. All right. Well, remember, folks,
LinkedIn
is not real life.